Hello, lovelies. It's T here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message will find you blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets, okay? Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you. Thank you for all the love, all the light. Thank you for everyone who comments. Thank you for everyone who shares. Thank you for everyone who likes the videos, okay? I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much, okay? Thank you to everyone who reached out to me to get a private reading and everything else. I really love you guys so very much. Y'all stay vigilant out here in the community, okay? And I'm really being guided to say, like, don't let people distract you from your goals, okay? So we're going to clear off the energy, bring in some good love and light energy here with the singing bowl, okay? Oh, yeah. Love that, okay? So we got these messages are going to be split up into two, okay? So you can watch the whole thing if you want to, if you feel guided to both, okay? Or if you feel guided to watch one more than the other, okay? Let it be what it is. It's not exactly a pick a card exactly. It's just like messages that, you know, the collective needs to be split up into two this day, okay? So that's what Spirit is telling me. So for the first one, okay, or even if it's like you're more attracted to learning more about what's on the card, okay, then you can choose which one you would rather spend your time doing, because I know my messages end up being like really long. So maybe if you want to kind of split it up, or you're like, okay, so in the first part of it we're going to be talking about this, and the second part of it we're going to be talking more about that, okay? So if you want to pick one or the other or both, whichever one applies to you, okay? So for the first part of the message, we're going to be talking about focus on family, okay? Focus on family. And for the second part of the message, we're going to be talking about protection, okay? Rejection is divine protection. All right? So let's go ahead and get into the first little bit where we're focusing on family. And I'm hearing focus on building a family. Focus on building like a new family. You might have felt like, not exactly like you felt abandoned by your family or something like that necessarily, but this child orphan is here, okay? I really feel like you are attracting, you're seeking out new people into your life, okay? With the storyteller vibes, I'm hearing like people are being like drawn into your life because of your story, because of who you are, because of your authenticity, because of like they see themselves in you, or they see familiarity in you. Like you guys, like it's like soul family energy. You guys got soul family energy coming in. I'm saying that a time for healing on the back, right? So you have like some really healing people coming into your life, okay? And also, like, don't let pride. I saw that don't let pride get in your way, and nothing will come in this situation. Nothing's gonna come of letting your pride get in your way. Okay, understand that. Believe in the impossible. Like, yeah, that's what Spirit is telling me with this focus on family. Okay. Let's get more into the collective message. What do I need to hear, Spirit? Yes. Don't let any of your karmic past hold you back, okay? So don't let karmic family members, karmic friends, karmic friend groups, karmic mentalities, or anything like that from your past. Do not let that past hold you back, okay? People might try to give you that whole, oh, you brand new, oh, you hanging out, try to make you feel guilty because you're not hanging out with them, or not spending as much time, or not giving them as much energy as you used to. That's okay. Well, it is what it is, okay? You're focusing on, okay? Yeah, take time to breathe out. So if you need to take some time to separate yourself away from people, like, do what you got to do, okay? And for some of you, maybe focus on family as like, hey, stop, stop, just heard somebody Spirit guys say, stop running around out in these streets, okay? And focus on being at home, building a safe family space, okay? Nesting, I'm hearing nesting. So for some of you, you might have a baby on the way, okay? So, you know, just focus on that, okay? Focus on where it needs to have, on your priorities that need to happen, right? Because things in your past might be trying to call you back, might be trying to get you to not focus on where where your focus really needs to be in life, right? So just be aware of that, okay? Prosperity lies ahead. That's what Spirit wants you to know, is prosperity lies ahead down the path that you're walking down right now. So have faith and believe in that. Yeah, you might have emotions running high, right? People around you might have emotions running high. I'm hearing that some kind of like really prosperous event is coming in, and you might have friends or family or people in the past that are like old flames or stuff like that, and they're like, oh my God, like they see you like, yeah, They see you glowing up. They see you having all this fame for some of you, or having like this notoriety, being well known. You know, like a business or something, or like, you know, you're just getting promoted at your job. You know, they see you. People are gonna be seeing you like on your social media and things like that, or just see you out and about. Like, and people are gonna see you. They're gonna be like, damn. They can just tell, right? They can just tell you're taking care of yourself. They can tell by the quality of your clothes and like your hair, like your, you know, like your skin, like your hair, like your whole vibe. Like you're just glowing and happy, and they're just like, damn. Like even if they see you like at the gas station or something like that, they're like, damn. Or like you're driving a new car, or you know, like your whole vibe is just completely changed, and people are like, oh, whoa. So that whole energy is going to be around you, and you're going to have people who have those emotions running high, right? They're going to feel like, damn, that person's leaving me behind, or damn, like, I wish I had taken better care of that person. I wish I had fostered this friendship with this person, right? Show the world the real you. That's exactly what's happening. What's happening is like you're glowing, you're unfurling, like your real self is like showing itself, you know, because you're giving that love and that peace and that serenity to yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're pampering yourself. You know, you're spending time on yourself. You're spending time with your friends and your family that really are there for you and really supportive for you and really care about you. Yeah, you're stepping back and looking at the bigger picture, right? You're stepping back and looking at the bigger picture, and like you're like, you know, like, yeah, I see things differently than I used to. I talk differently than I used to. I move differently than I used to. I take care of myself better than I used to. Like you knew a different version of me, is what Spirit wants to say. Like you knew a different version. Exactly. This is beautiful. A new romantic cycle is beginning, right? You're more balanced. You're more calm. Like you got all this prosperity from all of this love and light and all this love that you're showing to yourself, right? But don't let it go to your head. Don't let your ego, right? Like don't let it go to your head too much. Stay humble. Spirit is saying the energy is gaining momentum. Okay, it's like you might be like, you know, maybe you're like going to the gym and you're working out, and your body, your clothes are starting to fit different. You know, your body is looking different. You're getting more attention from different people and things like that. And you're just like, Spirit's like, don't let that shit go to your head. Stay humble, stay understanding, right? Meditate and contemplate, right? Stay level and grounded and shit. But like, yeah. So there is a warning in this, right? Like don't you know, don't let any kind of karmic past pull you back. Don't let anybody use any kind of like mind games or tricks on you, try to like trick you into doing things or anything like that. Believe in the impossible, right? You might be being like, what? Like, this is not what my life looks like right now. Like Spirit said, believe in the impossible. Like, because it's not impossible. Like, you might be calling it impossible, which is another reason why it's not showing up in your life, right? So work on that. I'm hearing scarcity mindset. Work on your scarcity mindset. Work on your lack mindset, right? If you feel like it's not possible, then it won't be, right? Excuse me, right? Alarm, wake up. It's time to wake up. Yeah, exactly. It's time to wake up because your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to this new path, to this new path, this new cycle is being tested, right? Also, these new people coming back trying to, yeah. I'm hearing us like I'm hearing some kind of song, but I can't quite get like it's like um oh, what song is that? I'm just hearing like a little like old. Oh, is it J. Cole? I think it could be J. Cole. Old Flames mad because they missed out. That's what I just keep hearing, like Old Flames mad because they missed out. Like y'all mad because I don't want you no more. Like sorry, you should be like trash. Adjustments were required. Yeah, right. You're like, I'm not the same that I used to be. Sorry about it. Like sorry, I'm not fucking sorry. Conclusions are within reach. Right? Like, so there's a lot. You're gonna be cutting out a lot of friends and family and people that don't serve you. Okay, or just like old, or just people that are old energy, and you're like, nah, you're not. This doesn't serve me, you know, like, and it might necessarily might not even be about the people. It's just about the fact like you don't move the same way that you used to, so your energy is different, so you just feel like you vibrate differently, so you feel like spending time around people who act differently, who take care of themselves differently, who see the world differently, who move differently, who take care of themselves differently, like just that, you know. It's a time to give rather than take. I really feel like this is like the universe saying it's our time to give. It's our time to give, and it's also your time to give back in gratitude to the universe as well. Be grateful for the stuff you got going on. Focus on family. Focus on family. Oh wow. Okay. Yes. Look at this. You might be having some energies that were kind of like energy vampires or thieves, or like people, or like I said, if you are like going up a tax bracket or something like that, you got to be wary of people who might try to take that from you, or people who might try to bite off your style or bite off your energy or your flow or some shit like that. Just be aware of that, because you are a visionary, like you're a visionary, you're a leader, right? Yeah, sheds light on the potential wealth inside of you that can never be stolen. Exactly. Like you're just like, nope, like you can't be me. Like you can't take like you can't take it, right? This also is happening because you are having a singular dedication to spirit. Like you are committing yourself to yourself, right? I'm hearing my body as a temple, so you're committing yourself to the fact that that you are a spiritual being who is being held inside this body. So you want to take care of this body just like you would take care of spirit, right? So you want to be there for, you want to show up, you want to pray when things are good and pray when things are bad, or however your version of that is, right? You want to clean your body, you want to take care of it, you want to surround yourself with lush things, not because you're just like, I want to show off money, but because you want to give yourself those lush things. And in you giving yourself that, more people will be given back to you. And as the universe and more people give back to you, you can equally give back, and volunteer your time, and you can get to like charities and things like that. Like you will be as that, as you increase that give and take, give and take, give and take, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because you're like this visionary person, right? The capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Exactly, right? Like you're just like, I'm doing this because I know this is like helping the world, right? I'm not giving because I expect to get back. I'm just giving because that's what's supposed to be happening, right? But you also know to how to have those like healthy boundaries and healthy limits, right? I'm giving to myself because the universe freely gives to me, right? Yeah. So you're definitely blocking out some things in your life, right? You're definitely blocking out some ways. I'm hearing certain words or certain ways that you might have used to speak to yourself, or ways that you used to move, or ways that you used to, any kind of sedentary lifestyle or toxic lifestyle that you might have lived in the past. Things that just really didn't jive with like your body and your health and like your mental health and your spiritual health and things like that. You're just like, you're putting a really big priority on that. And so that's what you're also focusing on, family in the way of like your ancestors and like your spiritual family, focusing on that as well, right? And some of you either could be becoming a mentor or like being this mentor, and as you do this, you are going to be shedding light on how to do it. You're going to have other people like, how did you do this? And you're just like, I'm just taking care of myself. I'm just loving myself. I'm just being one with the universe. I'm co-creating. And people are like, damn, maybe I should try just doing that. Yeah, you're gonna have people thinking like you're lucky, or like you're just like, oh, like highly favored or blessed. Look, priest, right? Facilitates spiritual commitments. Okay, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Exactly. You're going to be bringing that, like with this visionary, you're going to be bringing that which is up in the ether down and manifesting it into the life, like bringing things out of your vortex, however you want to put it, right? Bringing all your manifestations to life, doing all of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are gonna be like, "What's your secret? How do you do this?" Like, I see the difference. Like, you're gonna hear that from more and more people. Like the way you walk, the way you talk. Like people even like, you look different. Like you sound different. Like who? Like what? Like whoa? Like pioneer. Yeah, passion for doing and creating what has never been done before. Exactly. Golly, right? You are going to be doing things that people have not done. And because of that, right? Because of that, you might have some people trying to bite off your style and doing that, whatever. Like, you got to keep on going about your business. You got this judge energy, more of that, like, balancing energy with the scales right there in their hands, right? Balancing justice and compassion, managing a fair distribution of power. Yeah. So I feel like it's like it's more of that, as you give to yourself, the universe gives to you. You're being one with that ebb and that flow energy, all that whatnot. Blase, sir. Okay. Lover. Okay, absolutely. Because you're in love with the universe, and you're in love with your life, and you're in love with yourself, like that energy is just gonna show, right? Great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Exactly. You're like, I'm so grateful for everything around me. I'm so grateful for my love. I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for everything around me. And the more gratitude you show, the more, just like, more things the universe just keeps bringing into your life and keeps giving you and keeps giving you and keeps giving you. And people are just going to be like, how are you doing this? I don't understand. Oh, guide, exactly like I said. Right? Big tower moments here. Healer. Look, you're a healer, you're a guide, you're healing yourself, and as you heal yourself, you're guiding other people to help them do that as well. Destroyer, right? Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Exactly. Spirit is bringing in these tower moments into your life, right? And these people, places, things, attitudes, mindsets, habits, all that shit that's falling out of your life, that's why it's happening, because you're preparing for a new life. Spirit's clearing the way and clearing it out. They show me like sweep, sweep, sweep. They're just like, oh, right? Like you gotta see, and you gotta see the dust before you know that you gotta clean, right? That's what Spirit is saying. Like you're being like shown the dust. They're showing, how our minds, like our brain works, where the fact where we only have a certain amount of like stimulus that we can take in at any time, so we become blind to certain things, like, or nose blind to things, right? Like we can't, like, there, if your nose or your senses are taking in something again and again and again, it dumps it into like repetitive data, like, okay, I already know this exists, so it goes away, right? So you don't smell something or you don't see something until like suddenly you like point, like you touch it or something points it out to you, or like somebody points it out to you, like you don't smell that, and you're like, no, like I guess I've become blind to it. Or people say, or like I have people say like, oh, you smell like your house, and you're like, my house, like what? Like you just know that it just smells like, or like this smells like you, and you're like, what do I smell like? Because you don't smell, you can't smell your, if you spray some perfume on, but it's like your whole essence or the whole thing, like you're just kind of like, oh, okay, like you smell it all the time, or like you see it all the time or something, and it's just like, so your mind, you get used to seeing it, you get used to it, you get dulled to it, right? And Spirit is saying like your senses became so acute, and things that were hurting you became so acute, and things that were holding you back became so acute, and looked so bad, so that you could recognize that, oh, like they had to like wake you up and like shake you up and be like, look, do you see this isn't good for you? And then you're like, oh, like let me get rid of this. And the Spirit was like, exactly, like it was holding you back, it wasn't helping you, right? So you are receiving guidance. Yeah. This guide represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Yeah. Mystic. Wow. Okay, mystic. Right? This guy, this mystic guide, right? Esoteric. You could, okay, like you guys could be like my, my tarot readers, my Reiki masters, my astrologers, things like that. Like it doesn't matter. Reveals the innate union with the divine. Exactly. Like you're in that divine, like you're there with Spirit, and Spirit's talking to you, and you're like, yep. And then Spirit's like, you should do this. And you're like, I'm already doing it. And Spirit's like, ooh, look at you. Okay. Seeker. You're going out there and seeking where you should be and what you should really be doing, right? Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are, right? So wherever you are, you're always learning. You're always open to that energy of guiding yourself out there, and like learning new things and being open. And it's never oh, like I have to do this and I have to do that. You're like happy about it. You're like, ooh, I get to learn something new, or I get to discover something new about myself or about other people or about the world. Like, oh, wow, this is so cool. Like that attitude goes a really long way. A 3 of Cups, right? It's like this beauty. It's like celebrating. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be going to like parties and gatherings and, or just like being celebrated. Like toast to you is what I'm hearing. Exactly. Like, oh, Spirit, tell me. They want me to read it in the upright, but I'm gonna put it back in the deck, and then if it comes back out, okay? Because Spirit, they don't like when I do that. So Spirit said, okay, we'll pull it right back out, okay? Two of Pentacles came right back out. So yes, right? So the 10 of Pentacles, like you are investing in this long-term life, like you are investing in this beauty, in this. You see how quick Spirit was like, what? Spirit was like, blah, and put it right back out there, right? Oh my gosh. Whew, okay, let's do it. Yeah, so Judgment's on the back of the deck in reverse. So maybe like it's highlighting the things that you like. Maybe you misjudge people, you misjudge things that you misjudge, but mistakes that you made in the past. Not to be like, you made a mistake, but to be like, okay, like, you need to acknowledge that you made a mistake so you can learn and like move on into the future, right? It's okay. Like, don't make, like, when we acknowledge our mistakes and we take accountability for them, we can actually move on and let things change, right? Change. Taking accountability enacts change, right? Real change inside of us and inside of other people, the full, right? You are starting over this like this new, like, beautiful, like, high vibrational, just beautiful cycle in your life. And it's just like, this is so just gorgeous, okay? This is so gorgeous. I love this energy for you. I definitely feel like you've made a decision here. Okay, with the Lovers, like, choices are being made in front of you. Okay, but I feel like you're made with this Four of Wands in the in reverse on the back. You are choosing to get out of relationships, to get out of home, to get out of environments, to get out of things that are not safe for you. Okay, that are not helping you. That are not. That are not really serving you for real, okay? That are not serving you, and you are choosing Ace of Cups, right? You are choosing those things that really serve you, that really get you there, right? Two more. Okay, then we're gonna put that one with the next group. Okay, we're about to go over into the next group. I'm almost done here. You want one more for this one or for the next group? Oh, the star. So you're definitely healing a lot, right? You are this bright, shining star. Like I said, you're this guide, you're this mentor, right? You're this guide, this mentor, this visionary, right? This mystic, this pioneer. Like, damn, okay. How many, you're this lover, right? You're this lover, you're love, you're a priest too, right? Damn. This visionary, doing new things, guiding, helping other people, right? Doing what's never been done before. And you're not scared to do it either, right? Focus on building up this foundation for yourself. Focus on building this up, right? See it as your family. See it as your body. Don't just see it as a career. Don't just see it as a business. See it as, as your life's work, your life's purpose, right? Because that's what it is, Spirit saying. That's what it is. Damn. This is beautiful. I'm so excited for y'all. Damn. This is amazing. Like, y'all are really doing it. Like, okay, yeah, you really doing it. You're really going for it, Chariot. Damn, this is lovely energy, you guys. Love this. Soak this up. Absorb this, right? Because karmic past is be gone. Okay, poof, be gone is what I just heard. Poof, be gone. All right. I'm also hearing wish upon a star. Like, I'm seeing somebody like rub a lamp, like rub like a genie in a lamp. Like, yeah. I'm also hearing like. Y'all, my spirit guides talk so much through like Disney movies and stuff. Like, I'm also getting like where it's like at first like Aladdin was going into the situation where he just wanted to like rub the lamp and get what he want, but in the end, like, Genie made the choice to come back, right? Because they had built like a whole family together. They're like, yeah. So be aware of that, right? All right, we're moving on to the next part, okay? So protection. Rejection is divine protection, okay? So like I was saying, I'm going to keep on going. What was not serving you in the past, right? You're let going of things that were not helping you build your foundation, things that were giving you a lot of anxiety. That's all ending, right? Spirit is saying, see it as protection, see it as guidance, right? That's the star. See it as guidance. When things don't work out, when things aren't going your way, see it as a new possibility opening up before you, right? Because you just weren't supposed to do it that way, or you weren't supposed to do it with those people, or whatever it was, it was attracting too much negativity into your life or something, right? Like, excuse me, see it as that, right? See, like, old people leaving your life is divine protection. Exactly. Don't let your karmic past, right? Don't let those people from your past, excuse me, hold you back, right? Oh, okay. So be bold and make the first move. Spirit said, don't be afraid to cut a bitch off, okay? Your cutoff game is strong, so keep it strong, like, period, okay? Believe in the impossible. Know that all this that's weighing so heavily on you, you feel like, will I ever have this? Will I actually ever be able to get this? Will this dream house, this dream home, this dream family that I want to build, everything, can I really do this? Spirit saying yes, right? You just have to know that you can. And don't give into your anxieties. Don't give into these, because they try to, you know, like, they'll try to feed your fears and your doubts, you know, and other people around you, whether they try to or not, they'll try, which is exactly why Spirit said you're cutting those people off, because they do not serve you, right? They do not serve you. Absolutely, right? Step out of your comfort zone. Like I said in the first part, right? That was like your past, like that hurt, that pain, it was your comfort zone at one point. You got used to it, you got dulled and numb to it. But that's why Spirit said they had to sweep, sweep, sweep. You know, it was very, they're like, we're sorry that it was so painful for you to acknowledge that certain people weren't good for you, or certain people weren't there for you. But like, it's time for that to change now, right? It's time for that to change. It's time for you to move on from that now, because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And they know it can feel weird and it can feel like new and shit, you know. But Spirit is saying, like, it's the way it's supposed to be. Communication is key, right? Yeah, make sure you're keeping your communication clear, that you're talking to yourself honestly and thoroughly, you know, that you're expressing your boundaries and stuff like that you need with other people. Be like, nah, right? If there's some of these people are, you know, people that you can't just cut out of your life, you know, that they're just going to be in your life, you know, whether or not it's like these are people you share children with or something like that. So you don't want to necessarily cut them out of your life, but you just need to establish those boundaries with these people. Like, do what you got to do, right? But if you can cut them out of your life and they don't serve you, like, go ahead. Like, if they've showed you, let somebody's actions speak for them, right? Don't let their words speak for them. Don't let who you want them to be in your mind speak for them. Let their actions, let who they actually are. Once somebody shows you who they are, believe them, right? Believe them, right? Because some people will try to say, oh, well, I was just having a bad day, or and you know, I'm not trying to say that people can't make mistakes. I have made mistakes too. But if I have a really bad day and I decide to take that out on somebody, that's something inside myself I need to heal. And if somebody comes to me and they say, well, you know what, I need my space from you because you obviously need to heal that, I'm gonna be like, all right, you're just right. That's right. It might hurt, but that's right. Right? So don't be afraid to be that. Don't be afraid to be that person to say no. Like, I need my space. Like, you need to go heal. And if that person doesn't want to, they wanna try to keep you like interacting with them, or keep you like, you know, talking about them, or keep you like on whatever. That's their business. Whatever. That's their business. So don't be afraid. Keep that cutoff game strong. Period. Okay. How am I gonna share this? Spirit, like, for some of y'all too, you might have some people coming back around that were kind of like hookups or things like that, and you're like, ooh, it was so good, or something. You know, you got those people that, you know, like, they just got that certain something about them that just like is like a temptation, that like, you know, they're no good for you, or you know nothing serious is gonna come out of it, but you keep, in the past, you kept falling for that shit, or you kept allowing somebody to treat you any kind of way. And like, Spirit is like, don't don't look at people through rose colored glasses, right? Like, let them be who they really are. Like, don't just look at all the good, let's just look at all the good times and think about just all the positive things about you and that person. Like, no, like, you've got to take in consideration all the times that they pushed your boundaries, all the times that they did that, all the times they got mad, you know. For some of y'all, these people got mad and like took a swing at you or something, and they're just like, I'm so sorry. Like, no, like, no, you clearly got some issues you need to work on, and that's it, period. Like, and there's nothing wrong with you denying access to that person, because sometimes out here in the spiritual community, people think like, oh, you're a spiritual person, that means you can't cut a bitch off, that means you can't be like, man, fuck you, or something like that, because you're not being spiritual, or you're not being godly, or like, oh, being out here in the spiritual community and being all love and light means like you can't, you know, like, you have to be so forgiving and no. Forgiving, yes, but that doesn't mean I have to, like, forgiveness does not mean I have to let you back in my life. You got it all kind of turned around and fucked up, twisted. You got that twisted in your mind. That's your fault, not mine, right? But my spirit teaches me to have respect for myself, and teaches me to have respect for myself is not allowing somebody who takes advantage of me back in my life, right? Having unconditional love means I have unconditional love for myself as well, right? I do have unconditional love for you. Hope that you're healing. I don't wish anything bad for you, but that does not mean I'm giving you access to my energy or my space or my attention. The only people who will be mad that you put up healthy boundaries are people who benefited from taking advantage of you not having healthy boundaries. Period. That's it. Whether they want to acknowledge that or not doesn't matter. Nothing is yet set in stone. Spirit saying, some people that you think have to be in your life, they don't have to be in your life. They don't. because nothing will come of this situation. They don't have to be in your life. People that think somehow like they are owed a place in your life. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because prosperity lies ahead for you. Okay? That's the impossible you need to be in. So understand that if you choose these people in reverse, prosperity is not lying ahead. Okay? Yeah. Spirit says, okay, rejection is divine protection. These people treated you like shit, not because you deserve to be treated you like shit, but in them treating you that way, they showed you. This is them screaming, I do not deserve a place in your life. I do not you deserve to be treated this way. Because people that want to treat people like that will try to make it seem like, well, I treat you like that because that's what you deserve. Or your self-conscious will make you feel like that's what you deserve. No, you did not deserve to be treated that way. Right? That was that person literally telling you with their actions, with their lies, with their cheating, with their bullshit. They were telling you, you should cut me out of your life. You should cut me out of your life. You know, you should cut me out of your life. You should cut me out of your life. You should cut me out of your life. Bet. Poof, be gone. Okay? Adjustments were required. Period. You know? And on this journey, you'll meet people and you'll start learning that it does not benefit you. It does not benefit you to try to have these discussions with people because they're not smart enough. They are just not elevated. They are not elevated to the point where you are. Otherwise, like they would not be doing the behavior, right? Otherwise, they would not be participating in that low vibrational behavior. So why waste your time explaining, oh, it's not right to hit somebody. Oh, it's not right to thieve. It's not right to lie. What, are they 5 years old? No. If they're a grown-ass person, then they know. They know it's not right. They know they wouldn't want somebody acting like that to them. They know that. They know that. So why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your time begging for somebody to treat you just the way that you should be treated out the gate? I deserve respect, period. I don't deserve respect only when you want to be my girlfriend or my boyfriend. I don't deserve respect only when I'm giving you money or I'm paying for things for you. I deserve it, period. Period, period, period. Of course, it depends on how I'm treating you, right? Because if I'm treating you with disrespect, then no, I don't deserve that respect, right? But if I'm not being disrespectful to you and I'm just doing my own thing, right? No, I deserve respect, period. It's not like, oh, well, that, it's not like, it's a two-way street. Everybody, all of us heard our parents say this to it, or heard it in school. We all knew it. We all went through kindergarten, okay? We all know. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. Don't talk to people like that. Respect people. We all know that. These people aren't stupid. Okay? Stop letting them play ignorant. They know what they're doing. Stop expecting them, right? Stop waiting for them to be like, yeah, I am cheating on you. Yeah, I am treating you like shit because I'm a piece of shit. They're not going to say that. So stop waiting for it. Stop waiting for it. You don't need it. The only closure you need is the terrible behavior that they are exhibiting. That's it. That's all you need. The only evidence you need to cut a bitch off is how they're acting. Period. You don't need to see the text. You don't need the proof. You don't need that shit. Cut them off. Cut them off. Walk the fuck away. Okay? Because when you do, okay, meditate and contemplate on that shit. Meditate. Ask yourself, you don't need the proof, right? Step out of your comfort zone because the pain in the past has been your comfort zone. Rejection is not. You are not being rejected because you're not good enough. You are being rejected because it's not for you. And that does not mean it's not for you because you're not good enough. It means it's not good enough for you. It does not vibrate on your same level. It is not what's for you, right? Period. And I know that when we get conditioned to treat to look at ourselves that way, right, from our parents or from past people, right, they get those people, they can smell the insecurities on us and they're like, got that ass, right? Like, I'm gonna make you feel like it's your fault I'm cheating on you. I'm gonna make it feel like it's you you don't dress the same way that you used to, face ass. Like, I don't need that. The fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. This is the 334th day that you've worn sweatpants. Did I go out there and cheat on you? No. You got it all fucked up. You think you smell good all the time? You think you look good all the time? You got me fucked up. Okay? You didn't keep it spicy. Okay. Now, I'm not saying, right, that relationships are a two-way street, right? Because they are, right? But there's always a respectful way to handle something. You can go to somebody and be like, "Hey, you're acting like this," and if they don't change, that's the only thing you need, right? Open up, express to them what you need, and if they don't give a fuck about giving it to you, they don't give a fuck about giving it to you, right? I don't know what you mean. That means I don't give a fuck what I don't give a fuck. I don't give enough a fuck about you to try to do it, and that is not on you. That is on them. That is on them. That is on them. Period. 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 Okay. I'm feeling so passionate about this right now because Spirit is just like, do it, like preach. Right? Because you have a brand new, beautiful romantic cycle beginning. This happened. I don't know if you watched the first half, right? When the focus on family, but this card came out too, right? These two cards both came out together too in the first part, right? As you align yourself with your truth and who you really are, and you acknowledge your own worth inside yourself, because your worth does not come from whether or not people will acknowledge it or whether they will treat you, right? People treat us the way we let them treat us, right? Because no, it's not your fault that they decided to treat you like shit, but you can't take accountability for the fact that you continue to let that person in your life. Absolutely not. Get the fuck out of my life. Now, obviously, I know there are some situations where, parents and things like that, you're a kid, you don't have a choice, right? I get that. I do get that. But you gotta, as you step out of this comfort zone, right? As you step out of that, as you push yourself, right? It's like this brand new, like, opening, this unfolding, like, oh, it's so beautiful, right? What do you need to release? The thought, this thought right here, right? That the negative way that people treat you is your fault. It's not. That's on them. Now, if you are treating people negatively and they just returning that energy, that's a different thing, right? That's something different. But I'm not reading that that's y'all, right? That's not y'all. It might be some of y'all, but in general, it's not y'all, right? Okay. Bring love into the situation. The more you love yourself and the more you treat yourself and you talk to yourself with love, and you show people by the way you treat yourself, which you will accept. And when somebody comes at you crooked, you like face it. I don't know. One of your eyes is looking that way and the other one's looking at something else, because it ain't looking at me, talking to me like that, treating me like that. You can go on somewhere else with that shit. There's the door. Get the fuck out. Bye-bye. I don't need you. Get out. Get out. I'll make it. Or I'll get out. I'll make it. Right? And I know it's not that easy all the time. Right? It might take time to get to that step. Right? But it's about acknowledging that you are worth it. Right? You stepping back and looking at the bigger picture. Fuck that. Right? The end of these tough cycles is approaching. And I saw that anew. Right? What do you need to release? The thought that you can't. The thought that this cycle will never end. The thought that this is just how life has to be. Fuck that. No, it don't. You are very close to achieving your goals. And I feel like most of you know that, right? There is just this really deep-seated thought inside of you that the way people treat you is indicative of what value that they have, right? The value that other people place on you has nothing to do with your actual value. Okay? It has more to do with themselves and how they value themselves and how they were taught to value things around you. How you view yourself and how you value yourself, right? Those who deserve to be around you will recognize your value, right? Because they recognize the value inside themselves. And those who don't deserve to be around you will either be jealous of your value or will refuse to acknowledge your value. That's their problem. That is their problem over there, right? Yeah, exactly. Balance spirituality and practicality, right? So just balance this out inside yourself. There's so much like balance here for you coming in. It's so gonna be so beautiful. I'm so happy for y'all. Okay, put these spiritual terms that we talk about into put the spiritual things that we talk about into practical practice, everyday practice in your life, right? Put it to practice. Don't just sit there and listen to people telling you, oh, don't just say rejection is protection and then get pissed off and hold on to things when they don't work out. Let go, right? Please believe me, I'm learning how to do this myself. I am learning how to do this myself, but understand that, again, more balance, a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, booze? If that's what you're doing, yes, 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 yes. Let's go more into it. Yes, for some of y'all have been made to feel like a victim, right? Y'all have felt like a victim of your circumstances, right? Oh, I get rejected because I must not deserve it. Oh, that person doesn't want me, doesn't want to make me their girlfriend because I guess I'm not girlfriend material. I guess I'm not wife material. No, fuck them if they don't, right? I'm not saying that there isn't improvements that you can make in yourself sometimes, but at the same time, like, they're just not for you, right? They don't see that. They're just not for you. And really, it's because you don't see it inside yourself. That's the only reason that we allow people to treat us that way, right? You see yourself as a victim. Spirit said it's time. It's time for you to tell a different story, for you to judge yourself differently, right? Tell a different story. See yourself as your own hero, as your own heroine, right? Exactly. Begin anew. Instead of seeing yourself as this victim, begin anew with this version, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit, right? Let all that go. Let all that bullshit that other people have tried to make you feel about your energy. Look how that person is just like glowing and beautiful, but they don't see it inside themselves, right? And all this energy that they have and all these tears that they're shedding, look, it's like creating all these ripples on the surface of this where they can't even see themselves clearly, right? They can't even see themselves for the beautiful person that they really are, right? Go on this journey, Spirit saying passion for a journey of personal empowerment. That's what you're on right now. That's what you're doing. That's what Spirit is is showing you, right? When things don't work out, it's either not for you or there's a better way to do it. There's a more prosperous way. There's a more abundant way. There's a way where it's less hard and you're making just as much money, or it's going to benefit you and other people much more if you do it a different way. You just got to be innovative. You got to allow yourself to get into the flow of it, right? The way of the universe is the way that's easiest, ask for the least amount of energy, and works the best is what evolves. It's what get passed down. And that's what you need to do. You need to get in flow with nature. Get in flow with the natural way of the universe, right? Yeah, advocate. Inspires you to put compassion into action. Exactly. So this compassion, this passion that you feel for this journey, put it into action. Like I said, take this spirituality and put it into practical effect in your life, right? Don't just say the words, live that shit every day. This is something I'm learning to do myself, y'all, right? Some of it is easy to do, some of it's harder to do. It's always easy to say, right? It's easier to say. It's easier to talk the talk than it is to walk the walk, but that's where that real flow gets into, right? Yeah, I feel like I saw the vampire. I feel like some of y'all dealt with some energy vampires in your past. Like some of y'all were like, why isn't this person calling me back? Why isn't this person being in my life? Why am I getting rejected by this person I think is my twin? Because they're actually an energy vampire, and your spirit guides are like, fuck them, don't fuck with them. Or why isn't this person? Why won't they recognize this? Why won't they make me their girlfriend? Or their boyfriend? Because you don't want to be. Because the truth is, it would not serve you to be that. Don't do it. Why isn't this job calling me back? Because it doesn't serve you. Why haven't I got that position yet? Because there's really a different job out there for you that's so much better, right? That you're going to enjoy so much better, that you'll love your coworkers, that you'll be excited. You'll wake up in the morning and be like, I can't wait to go to job. I can't wait to do my job, Or, it's just better, at least better. right? Things get uncomfortable, right? When it's time for us to change, when Spirit's asking for us to change, right? That discomfort is a sign to you, is a symbol to you that where you are is not working. What you're doing is not working, right? So try something different. Don't be scared to try something different, right? Because the choice is stay in this painful place or try something different and improve your situation. But our brain, our ego, our mind can trick us into feeling like, oh my God, I'm just being rejected, right? And it hurts. And our egos gets triggered, right? What? I got passed over for that promotion for a third time? Oh, I better just work harder. Or I'm just gonna stay at this job, but I'm gonna keep talking shit about it. You know what? This job doesn't want to recognize me. You know what? Bet I show up late. Bet they don't get the work out of me that they were gonna get. Just go somewhere else where your worth ethic is reciprocated. Because just being like, you know what, you don't appreciate me, so I'm just gonna cut myself back. Well, in doing that, right, you were showing them that, yeah, okay, maybe you didn't deserve that promotion, even though you might, right? But if that's how you choose to handle it, you're damn sure not going to get the next promotion, right? Go somewhere where they appreciate you. Go somewhere else, right? Don't be a slave to this. Don't be a slave to your thoughts, right? Free yourself. Rebel. Look at that. Rebel. Okay? Challenges authority to affect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve your inner needs. Exactly. Right? Your body, your soul, right? You feel uncomfortable or this is not working out because your soul is like, ugh, no. Hell no to this person, to this place, to this thing. I don't like it. I hate it. Don't stay somewhere that you hate. Don't stay in a relationship that's making you cry, right? Leave. You know? Leave. Stop putting your energy towards somebody, something, someplace, some belief, something that just makes you feel worse. It is not helping you. It is not helping you whatsoever. What else, Spirit? Okay. Detective. Okay, they want me to say this. Great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. Exactly. Look at her. She's like, you think I'm reading my book? I'm watching you. Look at her. She's like, I'm watching that ass. Right? It's also like, gather the knowledge that you need to see beyond, right? It's giving you a new sight, a new line of sight, a new way to see, right? Don't be scared, right? Like we talked about before, don't be scared to learn those new things. Don't be scared to push yourself outside of your limits. Don't be scared, you know, to change, to evolve, to keep going. We should be ever changing, ever evolving. We get too stagnant and growth just doesn't, you know. You got to keep watering. You got to keep tilling up the dirt, right? You till it up, then you plant, then you grow, you take care of it, you trust, right? You let it grow. You take care of it, you let it grow, you harvest, you till up the dirt, you put the nutrition back in, and you do about the cycle. And you got to keep going, right? Things come to their natural close and their natural end, and you got to keep letting things grow, you know? You got to keep letting it grow. You got to keep planting that seed and then letting it grow, you know, and then fertilizing it, watering it, taking care of it. And then, you know, you don't view yourself as being stuck stuck in a certain situation. No, it's not going to help you. Right? Child nurture, or child nature, actually. Yeah. Anyway, friendships with animals, communicate with nature spirits. Yeah, get out. Right? Also, too, we talked about that. Right? I was just talking about like the natural order, the natural order of the world. Talk to it. It speaks to you. It shows you. Right? Get in alignment with the seasons, get in alignment with the natural turning of things, with the natural order of things, get in alignment with the moon and the stars and the way things are just naturally flowing. There's so much energy already flowing this way. Just get into the flow, right? There's so much energy already flowing down this path. Just get into it, right? Wow. Destroyer. right? Releasing what potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Oh, so many of these cards came out in the first pile too. You know, that's the Tower card. You're letting go. You're letting go of any kind of intoxications. You know, destroying. You know, destroying your own dreams or your own potential, or letting other people do that. You know, with this, right? You start to tell yourself, maybe I deserve this. You know, oh, my job doesn't want to recognize me. Maybe I deserve this. Maybe I deserve this. You know what? This job is shitty. I'll just be shitty too. No, just leave. And believe me, I have allowed myself to do that. I've been like, oh, my job, they don't care about me, so I'll just show up late, or I'll just do this, or I ain't gonna try. And I'll tell you what, I was so happy when I left. Oh. You know, and it's not like it's like a terrible job or anything like that. Like, it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. Hey. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Okay. Lover, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of something or something. Yeah. Get into that passion, right? Passionately allow these towers to happen. Passion every single time, right? I've got to where when I first started doing tarot, if I would see the death card or the tower card, I'd be like, oh, so scared, right? Now I see the tower card come out and I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, yes, I get hype. I'm like, yes, the death card comes out and I'm like, yes, evolution, change. I know it's never, sometimes it's not easy. You know, the death process, the tower process, you know, the tower going in the fire and the tower falling and crumbling, you know, it is destructive, right? It is a destroyer. You know, but they can't, you know, think about like if you do like a renovation to your house, right? Well, they got to tear out the floors and they got to tear down walls and you got to live through the renovation part to get the nice new house or the new paint. You know, you got to live through that first. You got to live through the change. You got to live through the chaos of it and stay balanced. Try to stay as balanced as you can through it so that you can come out the other side of it, right? You know, and think about the world. Think about the earth. Think about how destructive, you know, just the natural process of our earth is, right? It can seem destructive, but it's also life-giving in the way that it does that, right? You know, as the lightning strikes and it burns the forest, it also, you know, it also balances out the ecosystem. It also enriches the earth. It also nourishes. It also gives way, you know, for new saplings to grow. It also burns away, you know, uh, the some of the death and destruction. You know, and though it might be sad, you know, it culls down the population of some animals so that others can thrive. You know, it's the natural order of the world. And that's what Spirit's asking you to do. Like this rejection energy that you've been so running away from, it's the natural order of life. Right? Start to love it. Start to appreciate it. Start to let it inspire you. Right? Artists. Seeing it as symbolic, right? Serving humanity with humility, Messiah. Right? Excuse me. Excuse me. No. I'm sorry. Yeah. That came out in the first group too with that staying humble. Yeah. You've been blocking this out, right? You've been blocking this out, being guided. You know, Spirit's been showing you, like, here, this is how you do it. Look, see how this person's like that, the mountains in the background, like I was talking about, like all the different solar systems, you know, the different planets and the moons and stuff just kind of flying and circling around this person, right? Get into the natural order, you know? And Spirit is saying, like, you can't. They're showing me like the 5 of Cups, like crying over spilled milk. Like, let the natural order, let things that naturally, you know, it only becomes painful when you refuse to let go of it, right? When you refuse to let it leave your life, when you refuse to see the signs for what they are. That's when it becomes painful. That's when it becomes karmic. That's when you start seeing that, I must be being punished, or I must be not be good enough, or, you know, this person isn't recognizing my worth, so there must be something wrong with me, right? Instead of just saying, okay, whatever, this person's not for me, it is what it is, right? or this place, this thing, this job, whatever, it's not for me. It sucks. It might suck because, you know, it might ask me to like change up my place, or it might put me in a state of kind of like, ooh, gotta find my new balance, right? But on the other side of it, things will be better, and you have to keep that in your mind. God, benevolence and compassion, right? This compassion, this passion, compassion, like Spirit saying, we love you so much. Don't think that because we take things away from you that means we're punishing you, or we're not proud of you, or we don't love you. We do. We are protecting you by taking these things away from you, because we're not going to take away something that's working as best as it could, right? We're not going to take a relationship from you that's just so wonderful, right? You know, or even if, you know, something happens and you're in a great relationship, and, you know, God forbid that person passes or something, right? Like, that's just the natural order of the world. And it might hurt, but you have to be grateful for all the years that you got with that person, or all the time that you got with that person, or the children you got with that person, right? It's all just a part of the path, right? Hey, excuse me. Y'all are all getting very persistent about this. My old man. Yeah, companion. Look at that. Like, you are a student in this world. Spirit saying, right? Like, we're teaching you. Look at this person. Look at this person is like a tree growing books, growing their own books, and then they're reading their own books. Humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Exactly, right? Stay this student. Have this devotion, right? And see how this person is like reading these books, and then they're dropping them on the ground, and as they're dropping the books, they're breaking down, and it's nourishing their roots, and that's helping them grow more knowledge, right? That's that cycle, you know. That's just the cycle. This person is not mourning because the books grow and then they learn and then they go, right? It just feeds into the cycle of how things really, the natural order of how things work, right? Yeah, you are being guided. Right, you are this guy that came out in the first part too, right? You are this guy, or you are guiding, you are being guided forward and led forward, right? Queen radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Yeah, and as you are learning and you're growing, like, that's helping you to grow and learn and protect others and teach others, right? Whether or not they're your friends and your family, or your children, or just other people. Even with having boundaries, you learn, no, right? That's a lesson you're teaching somebody. No, you won't treat me that way, you know. And whether or not they take on that lesson and they decide to treat other people differently, that's on them, right? But they learned that they can't treat you that way, right? Scribe, preserving knowledge and information. Yeah, right? They're taking this really deep. They're talking to me about like past lives, and, you know, tapping into your Akashic records and learning that, like, as you're going along this life, it's just life, and you're learning, and then the book falls, and then it goes, you know, it's like your body, and then the knowledge goes back into the earth, or it goes back into collective consciousness, and then it just grows new ideas. It helps further the human population. It helps further the collective consciousness, and inside your own collective consciousness, right? And your benefit that you're giving to the greater collective consciousness, right? It's all just a part of it, right? Some of you, right, you've really outgrown. Look at that hermit. Look, they're in their house. They're almost like outgrowing it. Right? You've outgrown the place that you were keeping yourself, right? You've been trapped inside for too long. Seek solitude to focus intimately on inner life. Yes, serves potential creativity, personal creativity, excuse me, right? You've been inside this house for long enough. Spirit is saying it's time, right? It's time. You've outgrown this place where you were. Right? And Spirit says they're this mediator here, showing you how to navigate this, right? How to navigate this place. Trust and believe in them. They're helping you move forward with this, right? Oh, okay. So they're telling me that you might have like a problem with authority, or you might have a problem really trusting the guidance that you're given in your your intuition and your spirit guides, because maybe perhaps you had issues with people who had authority over you in your past, who really took advantage of that, or whether or not that's in like your childhood or in past lives, you know, people that had authority over you, or people that were just trying to help you. They tried to show themselves as guides, but what really they were just self-serving. You know, they were self-serving and ended up hurting you more. So it gives you these trust issues, and spirit saying you need to work on that, right? And it gives you these self-worth issues, it gives you these trust issues, it gives you this problem with authority, you know, right? You're telling your story here, right? Because it's all part of it. Spirit said that you were supposed to experience all this so you can learn from it. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Child wounded. Look at that. Right? Awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. Right? Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Exactly, like spirit saying, you know, dedicate yourself. It's not just saying dedicate yourself to God or dedicate yourself to spirit. Dedicate yourself to your own spirit, right? To the thriving of your own spirit, to the thriving of the collective, right? Ow. What I just did just hurt so bad. Sorry. I was like, I know my face just showed it. I was like, ouch. And it might hurt, right? It might hurt sometimes. Sometimes the way that we have to move, it might hurt sometimes, right? Because I was like, oh, my foot's falling asleep, and I had to move it, and I was like, oh, that hurt, you know? But it's like, but as it's moving and it's going along, you know, my foot on the end, you know, it's feeling better now, right? Because it was going to sleep with the position that I had it in, right? You know, it was getting stagnant. It was going to sleep. It was getting too used to the pain, right? It was getting too used to it. So I had to move. I had to move around, right? Servant. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Yeah. For some of you, your story and what you have been through is really going to help a lot of people. You sharing that is really going to help a lot of people, because look at this, right? You're this child divine, and you definitely have dealt with some vampires in your past, right? This dark energy in your past, you've dealt with it, right? Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force, right? Being aware of it, yeah, it might hurt. It might hurt to acknowledge who these people, places, and things, and how this. Excuse me, sir. Right? You might have even had like this kind of addiction to it, right? You got used to it. You got numb to it. Right? This kind of cyclical coming and going and coming and going and coming and going and coming around and around and around and around, right? Like, yeah, right? But through it, child divine, right? You are this divine child, or this divine, you know, their inner child has this divine spirit to it. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection to the divine, exactly, right? Maybe you're even here to teach everybody about their connection. How about we're all connected to the divine? We can all connect to our inner child. We can all heal these wounds, you know? We can all release these shadows outside of us, right? And for a lot of you, you're meant to do many things at once, right? And you don't hold yourself back because you maybe you're like, oh, well, don't I have to have a certain degree, or don't I have to have a certain thing? With this Delta energy, delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits, right? Don't pursue it, or don't do things to please other people, right? Do it because it pleases you. Do it because it makes you happy. Don't do it because other people are doing it. Do it because it makes you happy, right? And it's what you want. It's your goals. Always fall back on that, spirit saying. Right? And always fall back on your connection to the divine. And definitely, you might radiate with being light workers or star seeds or something like that, right? And we all know about the empath narcissist, you know, connection and trauma bonds and all the BS, you know. Okay, for some of y'all, this is definitely like a mother energy in your life, okay? Or just maybe, yeah. Patience, unconditional love, joy in birth, yeah, and giving birth to life. But on the shadow aspect of it, right? Smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent, right? Exactly, right? Those codependent things in our life. people treat us like they're not, like we don't have worth, so that we don't recognize our own worth, so they don't see how much they're the ones that actually need us, right? Don't try to do that shit. Mystic, yeah. You have this very like mystical, magical energy to you. Yeah, and definitely again with this mentor energy, visionary energy, right? All this came out in the first pile too, right? Really work with your solar plex energy, because it's something special with your sacral solar plex energy, and here with your third eye energy. It's like really magical, like for real. Yeah. For some of you too, definitely people will be attracted to this energy and might try to take advantage of you, but you just have to have the text. If you have to have that discernment, right? Because you have that such attractive energy. It makes people want you. It makes people want to be with you, right? Companion. It makes people want to, copy you, or makes people want to, any of that, right? Just be aware of that, yeah. Yeah, magician. You are this magician energy, right? Ace of Cups. You have this Ace of Cups energy. This beautiful connection to the divine, right? It's beautiful. Yeah. So people see you as like the truth. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Do you see how this is falling? Look at this. Queen of Swords in reverse. King of not swords, sorry. King and Queen of Wands in reverse. That's karmic energy for me. King and Queen of Wands in reverse is both representation of karmics, right? You've had karmic energies in the past and want to attach themselves to you, but these people are here to teach us lessons, right? These people are here to teach us lessons. And sometimes the harshest lessons is these people can be our closest friends and family, It is what it is. Three of Pentacles, right? Spirit is working with you, right? To create this, to shine this light, to shine this truth, right? 3-3, right? 3-1-3 might be a big number for you. That's how it came out. Okay? Or 7, collective consciousness, yeah. Raising collective consciousness. 33 also might be a number that you might be seeing around. Things might seem at a distance. I think there's people like watching you from a distance that really want to work with you, or really they really appreciate the truth, or really appreciate what you're doing in this world, in this life, right? You're going to be meant to touch a lot of people's lives, yeah, and 10 of Pentacles. It's really going to help a lot of people, right? Help people break cycles and learn lessons that they're not learning, right? Teaching them how to stop fighting with that 5 of Swords in reverse, right? To stop fighting, to stop giving into the chaos, right? To let go. Yeah. And Spirit is saying this is part of your life purpose. They're going to take care of you, right? You're really going to be helping. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You're helping people through, right, tower moments, through finding the balance, right? Finding that place where it's not being balanced. 6 of Pentacles, right? Where it's not being balanced. Helping people through these tower moments. Helping them out of these stagnant energies, right? These stagnant energies that hold them back with karmic energies, right? Helping people break away from karmic energies and get out of these energies in their life, right? Help assisting them through these tower moments in their life and finding that balance on the other side of it, right? Helping them to heal any kind of heartbreak that they got from any of these karmic energies in their life, right? King of Pentacles is going to make you very stable, very successful too. Yeah. And this looks so many different ways too here. Yeah. Queen of Cups in reverse. Right? This is when people start to have all these rejection issues, right? These trust issues and all of this, right? Where they get scared to freely love and to allow that divine to bring that freedom and that love into their life, right? Because of this past pain that they've been in, and they start blaming themselves from all their own stability and all their own issues and stuff, right? And this is not about learning how to, but it is learning about how to understand where it came from, understand the source, and to take accountability for not continuing it yourself, right? I'll talk about that. Yeah. You're going to get Six of Wands. You're going to get a lot of victory. You're going to have victory in any of these people, these places, or this emotional healing that you needed to do that was causing you a lot of issues. Yeah. Ten of Swords in reverse. I really feel like it's like all these things that, all these like places where you were letting yourself get put in these positions where you got stabbed in the back, and you know you're stopping that, right? All those knives are coming out of your back, right? You're finding victory in that, right? And with that, I saw this the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like you're gonna find like these beautiful surprises in life, right? You're gonna learn how to love life and to cherish it. Exactly. Thank you. Right? To love life, to cherish it, and to learn how to trust your spirit guidance that you're being guided to, because you're going to be dealing with these trust issues. So you're going to trust yourself and have that validity inside yourself and know, like, you know, no, I know what I'm talking about. No, I know my intuition is on point. No, I trust my connection with my spirit guides, right? Oh my gosh. Getting rid of like all these people, these places, these things, these thought patterns that like really enhance this you not having boundaries, right? And you coming from triggered places, right? These are all this Ten of Wands energy that you're like clearing out of your life. Yeah. You know, and not everybody's gonna like this. Not everybody's gonna like you doing Seven of Swords. Right? Not everybody's gonna like you doing that. But Seven of Swords in reverse, right? You gotta stay true to yourself and keep doing what you do. Right? Keep taking it one step at a time and keep going forward. Let people show you who they really are, and then if they show you and you don't like it, you know, cut them off, move on. do what you gotta do. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Eight of Wands in reverse. Cut them off. Stop talking to them. Right? Stop giving these people a seat at your table because they don't deserve it. Two more. Here's the two more. Yeah. Right. Remember how I showed you the Hermit card, right? Where it's like the Hermit card was like, all in, like, look at how much bigger this space is, right? All right, your space is going to be expanding. For some of you, could be getting a new home, or this is just like your mental space. Like, it's just expanding, right? Your capacity, like, as you keep going, it's going to keep expanding, right? Keep going inside. Keep looking inside. Um, keep searching for those places inside of yourself, okay? That guide you forward. Princess of Pentacles in reverse. Don't overwork yourself, Spirit is saying. Don't forget. I just heard like all work and no play makes you dull. Yeah. Don't forget that this life is not just about this work either. The life is not just about this money or building this legacy. It's also about you enjoying your victory as well. You enjoying this. You building that home, that family, that connection with people, right? It's not just about you also being like this vessel or this tool for spirit. You know, it's more than just about this purpose. Part of your life purpose is more than about just this career, more than just about this, right? It's also about just allowing yourself to have fun and enjoy your life too. So don't turn yourself too much into a hermit with this energy either. Don't feel like you got to cut all energy, you know, like you got to cut everybody out of your life because it's just some bullshit, right? Focus on all the things that bring you that joy and that love and that life too. You're going to have that balance. Have to have that balance in those things in your life. All right, y'all. Well, this is what I have for y'all. I really enjoyed this. This has been beautiful. I've had a great time doing this with you guys today. I really hope that you really enjoyed this. Okay, let me know down in the comment section down below if you claim this or it resonates for you. Okay, absolutely, this is beautiful. Allow yourself to be guided forward with all the love, light, and positivity that you need in your life. Right. Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody who likes, who subscribes, who's here, who's doing the beautiful love and light energy exchange. I really appreciate you guys, right? Love you guys so much. So happy that we're here learning and growing together, all right? If you're not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing, okay? Thank you in advance to everybody who likes, who shares, who subscribes, who donates to the channel. If you feel guided to do that as well, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much, all right? Let me know how you guys are feeling about this. All right. I really enjoyed this discussion. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Okay. Keep shining bright, lovelies. Bye.